Are you looking for the best monitors for programming? In this video we will look at some of best monitors for programming. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 5. Dell P2425H. Should you be looking for the best monitor for coding that's cheap and simple, then look into the Dell P2425H. You can get it for a cheap price from Dell's website. It's a basic, entry-level monitor that has a lower resolution than the Dell P2423D, which is what you have to expect from low-cost monitors. This means text isn't as sharp, but the text clarity is decent, and it has the same 24-inch screen size as the P2423D. This also makes it a good choice if you need something small or you want to get two of them to use side by side. Regardless, it has more features than other cheap monitors, as it has a USB hub. It has 3 USB-A ports and a USB-C port, but it doesn't support DisplayPort Alt mode, so the USB-C port is meant for data transfer or charging and not for video signals. Besides that, it also has an incredibly ergonomic stand, so it's easy to adjust. While its reflection handling is good, it doesn't get bright enough to fight intense glare, so it's best to use this in a dim room. Number 4. Dell P2423D. If you're on a tight budget and can't afford the ASUS ProArt display PA279CRV, the Dell P2423D is a good alternative that you can get for a cheaper cost. If you can't find it through any retailers, you can find it on Dell's website, too. It's different from the ASUS because it has a smaller 24-inch screen, so there's less space to use for multitasking, but that's the trade-off you need to make for something cheaper. It also has a lower resolution, but text still looks sharp. Besides that, it has fewer features, as it doesn't have a USB-C port, but instead has 4 USB-A ports to which you can connect your devices. It's still good for work purposes, as it comes with an extremely ergonomic stand and has good reflection handling. However, it doesn't get bright enough to fight intense glare, so it's not good to use in a sunny room. You can check out the ASUS ROG Strix XG27 ACS if you want a brighter and bigger 1440p display, but it has worse text clarity due to its lower pixel density. Number 3. ASUS ProArt Display PA279CRV. If you find that the ultrawide screen of the Dell U4025QW is too big for your needs, and you don't have the budget for the Dell U2725QE, look into the ASUS ProArt Display PA279CRV. With a 4K, 27-inch screen, text is as sharp as on the U2725QE, but there are a few trade-offs for getting something cheaper. Firstly, it has fewer features as it has a smaller USB hub and doesn't support Thunderbolt or have a KVM switch. However, it still supports DisplayPort Alt mode with 90W of power delivery, so you can easily connect your laptop to it, and it has 3 USB-A ports to connect other devices. Another difference with the U2725QE is that it has a much lower contrast ratio, so blacks look gray, which is disappointing if you use your system or program's dark mode. That said, it's still a great choice to use in a bright room as it gets bright enough to fight glare, and has good reflection handling. It also comes with a very ergonomic stand, making it easy to adjust to your ideal position. Number 2. Dell U4025QW. If you find the 16:9 aspect ratio of the Dell U2725QE too narrow and you prefer an ultra-wide screen with a 21:9 aspect ratio, check out the Dell U4025QW. The main advantage of getting this is if you want more horizontal screen space to open multiple windows next to each other. Besides that, it's actually very similar to the U2725QE, as it has the same number of USB ports, but one difference is that it doesn't have a DisplayPort output, so it only has one video output instead of 2. On the plus side, it uses an IPS black panel, so it displays fairly deep blacks in dark rooms. With a 5K 2K resolution, text looks incredibly sharp, too. It even has good brightness, but its reflection handling is just okay, so visibility is an issue if you have it next to a sunny window. Keep in mind that this monitor is expensive, so you should only consider it if you're going to make full use of its large screen. However, there's also the Dell U3425QE if you want a cheaper ultra-wide with a smaller screen, but text isn't as sharp due to its lower resolution. Number 1. Dell U2725QE. The best monitor for programming that we've tested so far is the Dell U2725QE. You can get it directly from Dell's website. It's a 27-inch 4K monitor with a ton of features that help with multitasking. This includes a massive USB hub with 5 USB-A ports and 5 USB-C ports, so you can connect all kinds of devices directly to the monitor. It supports Thunderbolt 4, which is great if you have a Thunderbolt laptop, and its 140W of power is enough to charge even the most power-hungry laptops. It also has 2 separate video outputs, meaning you can connect 2 external monitors directly to this for a multi-monitor setup. Besides these features, it also delivers good picture quality for programmers. It has a decent contrast ratio thanks to its enhanced IPS black panel, so it displays deeper blacks than other IPS displays when using dark mode, but it still doesn't have the near-perfect contrast ratio of an OLED. Luckily, it gets bright enough to fight glare in a well-lit room. Its high resolution also delivers sharp text, and the 27-inch screen is big enough to open 2 windows side by side. However, if you want something bigger, you can also check out the similar Dell U3225QE, but it's a lot more expensive with similar performance.